I always say to women that a woman is not a gender, a woman is an office. It was the woman that Satan had the conversation with through the serpent, and there's a reason why. It wasn't because the woman was weaker in spirit. It was actually because the woman was called to be the Ezer, to be the helper, to be the strategist, the warfare strategist. If you take down a person's military defense system, you can take down their nation. And she was meant to be that for the man. So it helps you understand how you are supposed to be configured as a woman. When they came out of the garden and when they sinned, what God said, it says, I will place enmity between you and the serpent, and between your seed and the serpent. The inner anger you have and that strength to keep a fight is not supposed to be with the man. It's supposed to be against the serpent. The enmity declared by God wasn't between the woman and the man. It was actually God's way of ensuring she remains an Ezer. They may have fallen, they may have sinned, but so that her role is preserved as the one who fights the serpent, so that the dominion mandate is maintained and the man can execute his call. But we turn it around and we take all of that emotional firepower and turn it towards the man. And then the serpent slithers and passes through the barriers, plunders and destroys, while you are sending your ammunition at the wrong target. So as a woman, one of the things you must learn to master is clarity. Clarity is not a gift. Clarity is a practice. You have to learn to step back and ask yourself, what exactly is going on here? What am I dealing with? What am I fighting? Who stands to gain and who stands to lose? I found that as women, many times we don't know how to do that. They say women are feelers, men are thinkers. I think it's a lie from the pit of hell. I think it's a lie from the pit of hell. Satan didn't even make an effort with Adam. Bible says he was not deceived, yet he ate it. Who does that? At least he knew he had to deceive her. If not, she wasn't going to eat it. Sure. But him, he didn't even need deception. He just ate it. Even though when you think about it, he didn't eat it because, he just, let's just go ahead and disobey God. But his bride had fallen. And she was one with him. So there was a part of Adam that sought to go redeem her. But the difference between the first Adam and the second Adam, because the second Adam did willingly choose to become sin, the same way that the first Adam did. But the difference was the second Adam did it with the authority of God and the backing of heaven. That's why he didn't fail when he became a sin sacrifice. But the first Adam just became sin, hoping that somehow he could maybe pull her out of it. I don't know what he was thinking. But for the devil to get her to do what she did, a dialogue was necessary. I think women are thinkers. And we have a capacity to navigate realms in our thought. And every realm you navigate in conversation, whether internal or external conversation, you open up that realm to your family. And that was what happened in the garden. The moment she engaged that realm of death with the serpent, it became the standard of the day. And Adam was fighting a losing battle. You are a gatekeeper. You are a door opener. You are a realm controller. That's why when a woman is angry, you enter the house, you can feel it. You will know. Everything locks up. Even oxygen is hard to find. That's why God advised the man carefully. He said, be careful how you treat her. If not, if you like, pray from today till next year, you will not have answers because she's a gatekeeper. If she locks it, it is locked. Be careful. It says, husband, dwell with your wives in knowledge. The word for knowledge that was used there is a Greek word that means knowledge of three things. Number one, scientific knowledge. It says, dwell with her in the knowledge of how she is formed and how she functions scientifically. What time of the month? Is she really crazy, or is she just on her cycle? How does she feel when she wakes up? How does she act when she's pregnant? Like, all of those things, you need scientific knowledge. The second meaning for that word knowledge also meant deal with her with financial knowledge. Women like money, whether you like it or not. They like to feel secured, and it's not out of selfishness. A woman naturally worries for her cub, for her seed, her future, the home. So deal with her in knowledge, the things that have to be taken care of. And the last meaning for that word knowledge, okay, there's scientific, then I think it's spiritual. Also, that's the third one. So a man doesn't successfully dwell with a woman if he doesn't have knowledge. I feel like sometimes as women, we are asking for too much. No, I rephrase. We are asking for what is not possible because it has not been given to the man. How many men went to the school of womanhood before they married? How many men actually truly were trained by fathers who had knowledge and skill and insight? How many of them were told this is how to dwell with her? And I'm not talking about traditional knowledge. Not many. And then you are expecting that person to give you what they don't have. Can we also talk about adultery? Can we talk about how adultery locks a man up in chains? You are expecting the person that is already incapacitated to become a deliverer. Have you considered that he doesn't even know how to deliver himself? And you are saying now, if we're going to make this marriage work, he cannot, he doesn't know what to do. He's just acting like, yeah, we go, all right, yeah. But he really meant. So in a case like that, what is the solution? When you find yourself at the crossroads of pain / desire for something different, you get to choose. Do I back away from this so that I can get what I want and what makes me safe? Or do I face this head on and see what's possible on the other side of warfare? Whatever you choose, the Lord will be with you. But I can guarantee you that warfare makes you. So when people say things like, oh, Apostle, you say, my God, you're so powerful. I'm not powerful because I'm gifted. I'm powerful because I'm steady in warfare. I'm powerful because I don't back away easily. I don't give up quickly. I don't stop because I'm tired. I stop because I'm commanded to. It is in the midst of war that strength is developed. It is in the midst of navigating complexities that wisdom is born. You ask yourself, what manner of woman do I want to become? Do I want to become one of the women who sang in the city whilst Deborah rallied an army and Jael slew a general? Who do you want to be in the midst of the story? You get to decide. This damsel in distress syndrome must stop. You are not in distress. You are just at a junction of choice. There's a difference. Stop acting as a woman like you're so weak. You don't have the power to. You have the power because there's Christ at work within you. And Jesus is not male or female. He's the power of the entirety of the throne of God. How do you have all of that and act like you don't have the capacity to create the future that was prophesied to you? Women ask me, how do I know what my purpose is? And I'm saying this finally to you as women, that your purpose is not a destination you arrive at, but it's the daily decisions you make in the direction of the will of God for your life. As long as you are daily deciding to move in God's command, you're in purpose. So it's not a place you get to. It's a life of obedience you master.